How many people are at somewhere on the scale of they're not happy financially where they are? All right, well, here's the problem. Welcome to the entire world. We all, at some point, had somebody tell us a lie that said, if you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and I mean like old blue collar style, and you just work really damn hard, and you put your nose down, your face forward, you work every day, work every day, work every day. When you get to the other side with a piece of paper that's about as good as toilet paper, somebody is going to give you a really awesome job. Wow, is that a lie? So in 2014, I happened to fall in love with a new profession. I started knocking doors for a roofing company. Totally not sexy. By the way, you don't knock doors until you are so broke that you don't have another option. In case you're not sure, this is reality. It's number one. Number two is nobody wants to be a roofer in Florida. Swamp ass is real. It's really gross. Yep, nothing sexy about roofing. However, I paid off all my student loans in a little over 4.5 years. I scaled the first company I was with from 15 to 64 million in 7 years. I opened up my own company in 2021 with 6 employees. I ran it out of my house for the first 6 months. Those of you that are here that have been part of this, my distributor is here. I remember having meetings with my distributor in my house, right? How many people work out of their house? Awesome, stay there as long as you can. It's way cheaper than renting a place. Okay. In 3 years, I scaled to $30 million and 105 employees. Okay? And I learned along the way that I had a passion. My passion was specifically in insurance restoration. However, it was something even bigger than that. I love adding value to humans every single day. Okay, that's my passion. And I needed to find a way to make that passion worth my time and my energy. So, back right before Thanksgiving, I stepped away from my roofing business, which was running kind of by itself for the last 1.5 years. I showed up on Saturday, kissed babies, took people out to dinner, gave a couple of meetings. Like I wasn't really doing much anymore. It was no longer a challenge. I hate not being challenged, right? So then I started consulting. I started doing these speeches all over the United States, helping homeowners, contractors, PAs, and attorneys onboard homeowners in a more efficient manner so that we can hold the insurance company accountable. Along that journey, I happened to find AI. How many people are AI efficient in this room? How many people would like to have an entire army behind them that you don't have to pay? Very good. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I was that human. I was stuck in the growth process for a very long time. And for me, a long time is about 3.5 months. How many people move that fast? Yeah, right? 3.5 months, I was like, damn it, I cannot do this anymore. I happened to have a conversation with a human that was a good friend of mine and a coach of mine and probably one of the best mentors I could have. And they looked at me and said, what the hell are you doing? You can't walk away from your business. And they were right. I was working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, answering my phone at 1 a.m. when somebody was leaking or there was a problem. I was wiping butts, patting heads, and taking care of every one of my humans. You'll hear it. They're called my kids and my humans. All the people that work for me, they're all my children. I don't care how old they are. So congratulations, you guys are all adopted as my children. You don't know that that's a good thing yet, but you're gonna. So what happened is I decided that I was going to start scaling. But I couldn't scale unless I identified what the problem was. Lucky for me, I met a man, that happens occasionally, and I didn't need one, so, worked out okay. He followed me around for almost a year, and he wrote down absolutely everything I did, and he created a workflow chart and an SOP, and I was resistant. I said, I don't need any of that. They're just going to come to me and I'm going to give them all the answers. How many people are the bottleneck in their business? I was 100% the bottleneck in my business. If it didn't go through me, it didn't go anywhere. That is a nightmare, and you cannot live like that. So let's talk about the 5 different stages of growth and how we're going to overcome them, and we're going to kind of work through them a little bit. So the first thing we want to talk about, the 5 stages, are survival. You open up a business, you're like, this is awesome. I finally have my name on the door, or a website if you guys are all virtual nowadays. Don't actually own stores, most people, right? Very low overhead, but boy, you're a business owner, congratulations. Now what do, right? How many people in here have a very solid, effective business plan that a small business loan officer would be willing to give you money? Raise your hand. Okay, we need to talk. You can't do this on your own, you're going to need funding. Unless, of course, you won the lotto, congratulations, then you talk to me and we'll figure out how to use your money more wisely. Okay, so let's talk about it. Every business, no matter how big or small the industry, we all have stucks, okay? And the stucks that you're going to run into are pretty consistent across the board, no matter what business you are in. So let's talk about those 5 stages. If you open up the brown pamphlet, or you scan the QR code that's up here, everybody pull out your phone, scan out the QR code. It'll take you just a few seconds. It's a 7-question survey. Your name is one of the questions. I'm pretty sure you'll get that one right. It will tell you where you're at in your business. Don't worry, I won't share your results with anyone. What I will do, however, is not give you the results until I read through them all, and then not only will I give you a result, but I'm going to give you, if you put in the comments at the end, a very specific question that you're stuck on. I will put my agents to work and give you a very specific answer. Anybody want to see that? Raise your hand. Awesome.
Quick question. I just want to make sure I'm understanding. Are you talking about AI agents?
Yeah, I build them. Okay, so I will go ahead and give you some very specific answers on where you're at and what you have to do next. According to your specific business, here's what I'm going to tell you. A PA has very different needs than somebody who's selling candles and lotions. Okay? Your overhead is different, your liability is different, your insurances are different. So anybody that's a guru trying to sell you on how to do your business, if they don't know what your business is about, they're not going to do you any good. So don't subscribe. Okay? So let's talk about it. First stage of business is the growth mode. This is the stage that everybody has experienced painfully if you are an entrepreneur. This is you are officially the marketer, the web designer, the person that opens and closes the store if you have a physical location, the one that takes out the trash, handles every problem, answers every phone call, responds to every email, works with every customer. You do not want to be here long. It's a really good place to start, but it's not something that you want to do forever. Your business is making money, and that feels great. But what are you sacrificing in order to do that? You didn't get into opening your own business because you wanted to be a slave to it, right? I didn't either. So you quickly realize that you're going to have to do a few things. Process. How many people have workflow charts already built into their system? Raise your hand. Very good. There's a human back there. Yay, there's a human. If you're in a corporation, somebody in your corporation probably built one for you. You may or may not see it, but a workflow chart tells you who does what when and when that button gets pushed. Having a good workflow chart allows you to hand off any of your material to people along the way, and everybody knows what the next step is. That's super important. So here's where things start to shift. When you start writing down your processes, you now have a roadmap. Okay? Roadmaps make it easy. How many people actually know how to use a map nowadays? And I don't mean Google Maps or Waze. Years ago, I'm old, I'm gonna show my age, okay? I used to be the co-pilot. My pops used to drive me out to the middle of nowhere and be like, figure your way home. That's how I learned how to drive. That and the highway in Chicago in the middle of rush hour, probably not the best idea. But it did make me resilient, for sure. Here's what I'm going to say. If you don't have a roadmap, listen up, everybody. I want everybody to take the one finger, raise it in the air, point it up, everybody. Come on, raise them up. Take your finger, shove it in one ear. Here we go. Everybody, listen. If you don't have a roadmap, you will get there, I promise you. Any road will get you there. You will not be happy. You can put your fingers down. You will not be happy when you get there if you don't have a goal, a vision, and a plan. You'll get there, whatever it is, but it's going to make you pretty miserable when you get there. So let's talk about the next process. Everybody knows they need a roadmap, right? We can all agree that that's a thing. What happens? You got a roadmap. Now what? Are you owner dependent, or are you a scalable business? Here's how you know. How many people in this room have missed a very special occasion, wedding, funeral, birth, vacation, time off, date night with your spouse? How many people have missed one of those because their business would not allow them to take the time off? How about if you're the owner of your own business and you couldn't find a way to take that time off? Right? What's the most important thing that you've missed by working for yourself? Alan?
The most important thing?
Yeah, what's the most important thing you've missed since you've been a business owner?
That's literally taken all of my time and attention. I mean,
100%.
yeah, 100%.
100%. Anybody else have something really important that they wish they could have done and they didn't? Anybody? Take a vacation. How long has it been since you took a vacation? Years.
7, 8 years.
How long have you been a business owner? 7, 8 years. Yeah, there we have it. Okay, 7, 8 years, you haven't taken a vacation. How do you reset so that you're the best for your clients if you're not giving your brain a break? That's a reality. So let's talk about scale mode. Scaling is the most important thing to your business. Understanding what that takes means writing it down and coming up with a plan. Those of you that have the cream-colored flyer in front of you, you can see all the things that it takes in the beginning of your business to actually scale, okay? So this is where all the magic happens. It allows you to take your foot off the gas and give away part of your daily grind to somebody else. What's one thing that you can give away to somebody else? Chris, what's one thing you can give away to somebody else that would make your life easier? Orders? Doing orders? What'd you say? Your bills? Having it all on auto pay? Heck yeah! Listen, I'm going to tell you what, I don't know what I'd do without auto pay. How about you, James? What's one thing that you could give away today and it would make your life easier, but you just haven't gotten there yet? He's like, only with my mouth full.
Extra responsibility.
All right. Social media posts. Very good. You know what? Here's the craziest part. I post every single day. Anybody follow me on Facebook? You should add me on Facebook. I put in motivational speeches every day. Guess what? I know, isn't it fabulous? You know what's even better? You know what's even better? All of my agents build them for me. And here's the best part. They're all built in my own voice. Why? Because I monitor my agents and create them. Just even better. You can give away small tasks that will free you up for large amounts of time. Okay? So do you have an exit strategy even if you never want to sell? How many people have heard of private equity? Raise your hand. Private equity is a huge thing. Okay? They're buying up businesses. You want to make a whole lot of money and you don't want to be around for a long time? Have private equity come and evaluate you. Here's the problem. If you're not set up properly, private equity will not look at you. You think that's real? That's super real. Private equity has several key things that they are looking for specifically when they want you to have an exit strategy in your business, right? So has anybody sat down with private equity before? Okay, so I just spent an entire week in Cabo with a couple of private equity companies learning what they want, how they want it, where they want it, and how they want it all set up. Why is that important? Because it's scalable. And regardless if you ever truly want to sell or not, having all of those things mapped out for you just makes it easier on you. The next part of your business is your exit strategy it doesn't have to be selling to somebody. Sometimes your exit strategy, how many people have children that you would like to build your business to give to? Right, legacy businesses. Legacy businesses are really important, but they're kind of a dying breed. So you have one of two options. You either build it and hope to God that your children are paying attention, which most of the time either they're not paying attention or they don't care about what type of business you have. Okay? It's not like it was in 1930. Your dad built a bicycle business, that meant you were in the bicycle business, and your son's going to be in the bicycle business. That doesn't work that way anymore. To be honest, what we're building today may or may not be even a thing in 20 years from now, right? So if you have an exit strategy that allows you to sell your business and give your children money instead, how would that affect your life? Right? Legacy businessing. So here's what we're going to do. I want everybody to pull out a pen and write it down for me. Write down 3 things that you can delegate today. 3 things you can delegate today. May it be your social media posts. May it be your QuickBooks. Anybody hire an accountant instead of trying to figure it out themselves? Probably a really good idea. Taxes. Right? Nobody likes doing taxes. What are some of the other things that you guys can give away? What's something you've always said, man, I hate doing that task. It takes me 10 times longer than if I paid somebody to do it. What's something that how about you, sir? I don't know you yet.
I've given away video production.
Video production. Video production is super, super, super. Congratulations, sir. That's a huge win. Video production takes hours and hours and hours of time. Anybody else have something that they are giving away right now to somebody else, and they're proud to say it? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's the secret. Do not think you have to do the whole lift. That does not make you a superhero. That makes you inefficient. I'm here to tell you that. I was the human that thought if I didn't do absolutely every part of my job that I wasn't worth being in my job. That is wrong. The less I did, the more I gave opportunity to other people to grow. The more opportunity I gave, the bigger we got. We scaled overnight because I gave away absolutely everything I possibly could. Does that mean I couldn't do those things? No. It meant that I had the ability to look at somebody else and say to them, you can do this about 80% as well as I can, and I'm going to coach you to 100. Let me say that one more time. You can do this about 80% as well as I can, but I'm going to coach you to 100. Do not put somebody in a position and let them fail. That is not how this works, okay? And if you don't have an SOP written up so that when they step into that position, they will fail, because they're waiting on you, bottleneck. All right, so here we are, Freedom Framework. This is probably the most important slide of them all. This is the wins, okay? And if you guys do the survey, I will send you a teaching on this, okay? Documentation, super important. Faster you write it down, faster you can duplicate yourself. Automations. Whatever CRM, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a customer retention management system. Whatever CRMs you're using, automate them. Most of them have automations available. If you don't have a CRM and you need one, you have customers coming in, but you don't have a way of tracking them, let me know. I can get you in touch with a couple of really good CRMs. Delegate. Delegate, 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 delegate. When you think that you have given away everything, give away one more thing. And that also means to follow that human and make sure that they're giving the same message that you are. Because guess what? You documented it. So now they know what to say. Elevate people fast, before they're ready. Don't wait. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Any good business entrepreneur knows not to wait until every duck is in a row. Did you have absolutely everything in line when you launched? Hell no. If you did, you wouldn't be an entrepreneur. That's a reality. If you are hesitant to launch, that means this is not right for you. And a true entrepreneur, every single one in this room, takes calculated risks and says, you know what, I don't know that, but I'll ask somebody. Okay? This room is about leaning in. If you don't know everybody at your table by the time you leave this room, you have wasted your time today. Don't come back. Sorry, Rand. Because you wasted Rand's time too. Everybody in this room is here to help somebody else. That's where diversity comes in. Diversifying your revenue comes from having good conversations at tables like these. These are the people, if you are sitting at a table with everybody you know, I challenge you for dessert to stand up and go sit at a different table that has an empty seat. Okay? Because you won't meet anybody new if you're all sitting with friends. And every single time you go to an event going forward, okay, sit at a table with people you don't know. That's number one. And sit at a table with people way smarter than you. And when that table is no longer smarter than you, move to a new table because somebody needs you. Okay? So today, I did this for Ram. This is a one-time offer. Just to let you guys know, we do consulting work. You guys can go onto Roofwriter's website and see my whole packages and stuff. But this is specifically built for small businesses here in Jacksonville. It's a one-time offer. I'm only doing it for 14 people. Okay, so if you don't have a business plan, this is for you. If you don't know how to use AI, this is for you. If you don't have a roadmap, an exit strategy, or know how to write SOPs properly that are deliverable, this is for you. We are offering right now, typically, I'm $25,000 a week. I told Rand that I wasn't going to do that to this group because I care about small businesses and I know what it's like to start with nothing. Okay? There was no way I could have done that up front. So we're going to do the course with just enough to basically cover the course and the food for the day and the snackies and good stuff. It's going to be on March 17th. I'm only taking 14 humans. The first 4 humans that sign up today, so if you follow the QR code that's on your table. Oh, sorry, April 17th, sorry. Thank you, guys. April 17th. The first 4 humans that sign up today, I'm going to give you a buy one, get one free ticket. So you can find somebody, go make a friend, go buy a ticket, and share the cost. And I'll make it $200 a person, okay? So please come join me. We would love to have you. This is all about getting you better, setting you up for success. And once you become part of my family, anybody that has been part of Roofwriter Academy, Roofwriter Academy was built out of strong foundations and a family-first mentality. It is always about putting value into humans and making sure that we're taking care of the people around us. So Thank you, everybody, for coming today, and if there's any questions, please come find me. I think I'm running out of time, Rand. Here you go.
Oh, no, you haven't run out of time. I just wanted to be in the right position for when we tell them what one of our raffles. But keep doing your thing.
Okay, go for it. So since I'm not out of time, and I have a few minutes because I thought it was out, does anybody have any questions? I'm going to open it up for some Q&A. Go ahead. I'm going to bring the mic over to you so that we can all hear your question.
So my question is, if we come to this meeting, will you show us how to do all that stuff for our school people?
Yes. So, okay, she asked, if you come to the meeting, and I'm not particularly tech savvy, I'm guessing that's what you're asking. Yes, we walk you through all of those things, and when you leave, you have your own actual business plan deliverable that shows you where to get tax benefits, how to apply for loans, how to apply for grants, anywhere that you can have partnerships, as well as having a roadmap. Even if you're a one-man band, you're going to end up coming home with the ability to scale, even with only you being one human. Anybody else?
I got it.
Go for it.
Yeah, Richard International Human Capital Development Agency. My question is, you talked about AI. Are we going to learn how to build them? And there's a lot of entrepreneurship education out there. How much of what you're talking about is not just theory, but something that I can actually put into practice expeditiously?
Absolutely. We are not talking about theory at all, actually. Nobody cares about theory. There's every guru in the world that's going to tell you kind of what this presentation is about. This is a hands-on. Part of this, and the only reason why we have 14 people, is because we need to know your why. If I don't know your why, I'm not digging in and spending time with you to understand who you are and what your business does, then I cannot actually build you a business plan. Okay? Having a diversified group helps a ton, and here's why. Wouldn't it be amazing if you were in a group of other entrepreneurs that can look at you, because I've done this before, and here's the magic. You run, what did you tell me one more time? It was really long. Human Capital Development Agency. Okay, so you're a Human Capital Development Agency, but what would you think if you had a group of other entrepreneurs at the table to give you feedback on your actual business plan and what they would like to see? And we're not talking about just some guy off the street that wouldn't be an investor or wouldn't be somebody that would work with you specifically. You are now sitting at a table with other people that are making a difference. Absolutely. Come join us. Anybody else? Yep.
So,
There you go.
I got it.
Take it.
My question was, during that time, when we after we go through everything, will we have an opportunity to meet some of the investors if we have our business plan, once we get everything together?
I can get you in front of investors, but you got a long way to go. If you're asking me that question, you're not ready yet.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't get in front of an investor until you have your business plan completely written. You can give a pitch deck properly. You've worked on it with people. And I don't mean people that are your friends. Stop working with your friends. Your friends aren't going to help you. They're just going to tell you you're pretty. Okay? I love it when my friends tell me I'm pretty, but I would much rather them tell me when I'm wrong.
Right.
Right? Absolutely. So the answer is yes, we can get you in front of investors. That's step 30. You need step 2. The better your business plan is, the more an investor is willing to spend time with you. Anybody work with an investor before? Right? Rand, you've worked with investors.
Absolutely.
If you went to an investor and you didn't have a 30-page deck that lined out why they should give you money, do you think they would have helped you?
Depends on if we meet for drinks after.
Listen, I had a friend once tell me, the prices get way better after the third tequila.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? That's a reality. Hey, so you want to learn all the networking secrets? Come hang out with us. We'll tell you all about them.